Don't you hate it when facts change? A lot of things stay the same, but we live for a long time, and sometimes when you're young, people teach you things that they thought were right, and it turns out they weren't. Or they teach you things that were right, and things change. When I was learning to drive back in the 20th century, I was told that the best place on the steering wheel was with my hands at 10 and 2. And there's probably some people that don't even know what that means anymore. Hold on to that wheel like the dial of a clock could be at 10 and 2, and you'd go, so you could go like that. I guess they figured that was the best position for your hands. But now, that wouldn't be recommended anymore. I think I found out when my kids were learning to drive, around the turn of the century, that's when airbags became required in at least any vehicles in the US. That anybody with their hands at 10 and 2 had their hands above the steering column where the airbag comes out of, and that would push their hands up into the ceiling and break their arms, their wrists, their fingers. And so having your hands below the center of the steering column is now recommended. Seems like there should have been a major news story about that. Maybe there was and I missed it, but when I was growing up, I was constantly hearing about world overpopulation, and that there was no way we were going to be able to feed the growing population of the planet. And there's always been people starving, but that number was going to get worse and worse. And I suppose it looked that way at the time, but it's not that way anymore. The birth rate has been going down all over the world for various reasons. And so the total population is continuing to rise right now, but that's just because people are living longer. So the people that are exiting space-time is still fewer than the number of people entering it. But the number of births all over the world is far less than it used to be. And so it's just a matter of time until the total human population begins to decline. Of course, you could ask what's an ideal population for the world, and maybe we can target that and maintain that. But the whole thing is kind of based on the economics of the past, where we've had large populations that were necessary for doing large amounts of manual labor. And most all of that is going away. Machines, artificial intelligence, robots, they're going to take the hard jobs, the repetitive jobs, the bad jobs. And as far as I'm concerned, they can have them. What's going to be left are the interesting things to do. The things that are requiring some complex interactions. And, well, I do hope that I live quite a while yet, because I would like to see how this unfolds. But those are the facts. Human population is not a problem. Stop worrying about it.